Alright, so what you see here is the Boganella full function soundboard shotgun from Borderlands the Pre-Sequel for the costumer who's looking for the ultimate weapon. A little bit of a breakdown for those looking to purchase. It's not the easiest weapon since I've self-wired it, but it is easy enough to operate. Running on an Adafruit chip and 4 individual touch sensors located here. You've got PG firing sounds, explicit sounds, reloading, and swapping weapons, which we'll go through shortly. Battery pack here, 3 AA's, controls the Adafruit chip. It's what powers this chip exclusively. The LiPo battery, placed here, attaches to the speaker, which is hidden inside the cavity on the inside. You'll notice it in a little bit as well. It connects directly to the Adafruit chip via a 3.5mm jack, and then everything else is wired directly in. Now, there are also, I'm going to try to move things nicely for you guys. There are also some features you might find interesting, which is that there is some independent lighting that goes on, easier to see indoors, and I'll make sure there's some photos for you guys as well. But that said, I'm going to bring us in a little bit closer, and hopefully we'll be able to hear pretty comfortably. Everything's on and running. The LiPo battery will give you a continual usage of about 8 hours before it needs recharging, which is actually controlled through a simple recharging port here. So basically, whenever you need to take it apart, this Velcro panel, which is on the front of the cavity, comes off and you pull the entire assembly out carefully, recharge this device, and or remove batteries. Now, unfortunately, the on-off switch here that's been placed, for whatever reason, burns out the Adafruit chip, so it's placed off and remains off. I just take the batteries out when I'm done. That said, let's go through some sounds just for some giggles. One of my favorites.
Awesome! Leave it, you feral! You in the corner and the ass and the fucking
Pardon her language, she's quite violent.
What the fuck? Yeah! You fucking want some? A fucking gun! I'm bloody empty! Am I too much fucking gun for ya? Yeah! Take it! Feral! Oh, damn me! Fill me up! See you around, you fucking fuck! See you, dolls! Don't stop, you cunt! Later, you cunt! Fuck you then!
Sure likes that C word.
You in the cunt and the ass and the fucking
Now, something you might have noticed is that each one of these buttons controls up to 10 sounds. I've put 10 sounds on the first 3 buttons, and swapping weapons, she's only got about 8 commands, so there's only 8 sounds on there. The Adafruit special feature in here is that it has a randomizer function. So each one of these selects a random phrase that's placed into the file every single time you fire it, just like the real game. Only difference being that, of course, your critical shots only come with a death, but, you know, that's more, you can't really do much about that. So each one of these just cycles randomly through each soundboard you're going to get. So, like I said, the PG firing, there's 10 soundboards. You never know what's going to come up. You might hear it twice. I've heard some sounds 3 times in a row, but very rarely do I hear it more than that.
A piece of me! Take your mug! Wear that on your head! Bloody yeah, that's not a gun! I'm a gun! You little proper! Awesome! Give him a smacking! Take your mug! A piece of me! Wear that on your head!
That said, that is the soundboard feature for the Ready Boganella. Pretty overall fun design, pardon the light there. Really sweet model, all said and done. Just shy of 36 inches, fully assembled. I hope anyone who's interested in purchasing has a good time. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message via the Etsy board.